Oh, welcome back to my channel, everyone. We're at Nudgee Beach in the mangroves. We've got a king tide today, 2.6 metres. I don't know if this is going to be a fail or not. I had huge expectations for this morning, but my expectations were that as the tide was going to come in, I was going to get the water coming over some of these mangrove roots here. Light exposure, about 10 or 15 stops, just to get like a dream time feel here. But it's just not working out. But I'm still going to share this with you to show you that you've got to be careful of the water, to show you that not every time you go out is a success. So let's keep going and I'll show you what I can get. So today I'm using my Nikon D500, the Takina 11 to 20 at around mils, 12, 13 mils. I've got Nudgee polarizing filter on, shooting in manual mode. I've got 2-second timer delay because I'm not using a shutter remote for the time being. I'm on ISO 100. My white balance is set to daylight or sunny. And at the moment, I'm shooting at 1/25th of a second. So let's take a shot. That looks pretty good. The sky is well overexposed, so let's bring it down a little bit more. Now I know the foreground's going to be a bit dark, but that's all right. I can bring that up in Lightroom. We'll take another photo. Now the tide's coming in very quickly here now. Okay, well what I'm going to do is I'm just going to overexpose the sky because that's the only way I'm going to get what I want. So I'll take another shot and I'm down to 1/20th of a second. There you go, look at it. It doesn't look really that fast shot. Now, let's put a 10-stop filter on. So a very quick way to work out your long exposure is I use the Lead Big Stopper app. I'm at 10 stop, I'm at 1/20th of a second, and it's telling me 50 seconds. So I'm using this time remote on bulb mode, and I'm just going to count 50 seconds and then stop. What I was hoping for is just to get like waves crashing over the mangrove roots here, so it just gives like a natural feel to the photo. But I think after this shot, we're going to move to another spot where there's a little bit less water. Wow, look at that. Now the image here you can see on the screen is quite blue because I'm using the KNF concept filter and it's got a very bluish tinge. But that's okay because in Adobe Lightroom I can bring it out. But to counteract that, what I do is I just go into my white balance settings here and I'll set to cloudy. This will actually counteract that. But let's look at the image. Wow, that looks so nice. That's actually really what I wanted. It looks so nice. Let's take another photo. I'm just trying to do the best that I can here this morning, and as a photographer, that's all we can do. Even if we know we're having a bad day, just try your best. There you go, 50 seconds. So look at that. So this is cloudy and this is sunny. Can you see how the filter sort of affects it and how changing the white balance if we're just shooting in JPEG makes such a big difference? That's a little bit greeny, but that's okay. That's just the color cast of the filter. But that looks really nice. Look how high the water's come in just like a couple of minutes. This was the first shot taken at 7:09 and this one 2 minutes later 7:11, and look at that, the water's come up. So we're just going to stop here and move another spot. So look at this composition, very different to the last one. The mangrove tree is stuck to the left hand side. That's what I want because I want the view that starts from the left, and look at these branches, they're just going out all the way across our view here. And we've got the water coming in. I've taken the 10-stop filter off. I'm still at f11 and at 1/60th of a second. And I'm just going to time, see that wave coming in? Just want to get the wave, one wave just coming into the mangrove here. Now we've got bigger sets coming in, so let's just wait for a bigger set. Oh, look at that, that's very nice. There, beautiful, look at that. Take another one. Oh, this is good, that's it. What I'm trying to do here, you can see by the photo, I'm trying to get the wave, sorry, right in the bottom right corner. Yeah, that's pretty close. Now, let's put the 10-stop filter on. So we're at 1/60th. So this is telling me 15 seconds. We'll put the 10-stop filter on. Now look at these waves coming in. This will look so nice. I know sometimes when we're having a bad day, we just want to pack up and go home. But believe me, this is what I felt. But I said, no, I'm just going to keep trying. Now this looks pretty good. Let's try something different. So I'm going to have to wait just a couple of minutes here because I don't want water right in front of the lens here. I want to have the wave coming in. I'd love a big wave. I'm looking towards the horizon just to see if there's any sort of big wave coming in. Oh, we've got a very big one coming in now. Not this one, this next set here. This should be good. Look at that, it's flashing. Wow, look at that. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted this shot. Just can't believe I nailed that. So it's showing me slightly overexposed. Bring it down just that little bit. So we're at 1/4, no, 1/6. Let's go down to 1/8. Now, can you feel by my voice? At the start, I was like, oh, you know, I'm having a bad day. And all of a sudden, you just get a couple of photos that excite you. You're like, oh, I've forgotten all about my bad day. I'm having a good day now. Look at this one. The waves just crashed around the tree. Now, you notice that I was actually sort of keep adjusting my shutter speed. I'm at 1/8 f/14. And that's what you've got to do. Like, you just keep playing around with your settings to actually get what you want. This one's totally different. Look at that. This was a big set. It came in full of white water all around the tree. Now, you always shoot more than you want. That's what I do, because when I get home, I can go into Lightroom. I have 1 star, 3 star, 5 star. 1 star photos, delete. 3 stars is like, oh, I'll take a second look. 5 star means, yeah, I know that they're going to be a bang on photo, so they're definitely a keeper. Now, I did say this was going to be my last stop, but we're just going to move. You can see where I'm moving. Look at that big, see that there? Look at that. This looks so nice. I want to get in a little bit closer to this one this time. Really up close. Just got to be careful of the camera. Look at that. Can you see the feel of this now? So I've the camera's tilted down quite a bit. I want some nice foreground. So 1/10 of a second, f/14. We'll just take a test shot. That looks really nice. Wow. Now just check the exposure. Oh, blowing the highlights out. Even though that was slightly overexposed, the white water was overexposed, it still looked a great shot. But I'm so low to the ground, I've got to be so careful here. We're just going to wait for a nice wave to come in. I've got water in my gumboots. And if you notice, I've moved around and I'm trying all different types of compositions. And that's what you've got to do. Don't just sit in one place. Sometimes I'm stuck in one place, but most of the time I try to move about a little bit to get different compositions. So when I get home, I don't just have the same photo over and over again. The problem now, you can see, is the tide's coming in so much. This log here that's in front of us is just about all fully submerged. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just raise up my center column here. Okay, so this is going to give me a very different feel. We'll adjust the exposure, 1/6. Wow. Now see, like, you've got to think on your feet sometimes. I was so busy concentrating, taking photos, talking to the video, that all of a sudden I looked at my composition, I go like, hey, I've got this wrong. Let's do something about it quickly before I've lost the chance. Now, the next one here, what I want is, I want the water to crash on this log here. Wow, this is what I wanted. Full of white water, and my gumboots are full of water now. Did you see that one? That one just exploded. Look at on the video here, look at this set coming in. It's so big. Weird, it hardly crashed. So that's it for me this morning. I had a great time. Didn't start off that well, but I think I still got some really nice shots. So here are my best photos of this morning. The JPEGs first, straight off the camera, and then the raw files edited in Adobe Lightroom. If you found value in this video, give me a big thumbs up. I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Stay safe, enjoy your photography, and I'll see you next time.